This week's race of the week is the BUKC Superfinal from Clay Pigeon at the Drivers' Championships. Usually a team competition, the British Universities Karting Championship faces off the best lightweights and heavyweight individual drivers in the Superfinal at the end of the year, and it's always a highlight, and this year was no different.
Indeed, it's the first time we've seen our lightweight drivers, our heavyweight drivers who impress with their pace in our A finals coming together and going racing. And we are going to go racing now as the pace car dives out the way, the revs rise, and we are good to go for one last time here at Clay Pigeon today. Down into that first corner. Already off! Oh, no, already got a spin. Never mind. But everyone else looks like they make it through pretty cleanly, through to the S's now as
two drivers coming together. That was Sam Poody getting turned around.
Did Toby McDonald know that there was tarmac in front of him? Because he seemingly just went for the grass.
He just decided it wasn't worth it, straight to the grass. But the driver who lost on the first lap was Seb Marlowe from the front row of the grid. The Brooks driver getting turned around there down at Billy's Blind on lap number 1.
Impressing so much with his pace today, looking like a true favourite, it must be said. Drops back now, and nothing that he can do. His hopes for taking victory in the super final are all dashed now at this point.
Great start for a few different drivers. Bolton up 3, Finch up 3, Prince up 5, Siepcevich up 5, 2 more drivers off. The 14 and the 4, that is Owen Tolley and Toby McDonald off at Billy's Blind. Once again, it's claimed a number of drivers already. There's a move for second place, though. Through goes Jack Finch on Matthew Bolton.
Another 2 big hitters knocked out of this race already. Then it really opens things up. We don't know who is going to come home here with crown with the idea that they are the fastest BUKC driver overall. Toby McDonald then, ABC takeout penalty, stewards deciding that he was responsible for that incident as the human DRS is deployed down the start-finish straight. Fraser Brunton leads, Jack Finch in second, Matthew Bolton crossed the line in third there as we go side by side. That's Ocean Page there, losing 2 positions in fact as we carry on now.
Yeah, Hugh Lawrenson and Daniel Tachenko both getting through there down at Billy's Blind. Great overtaking there. There's Siepcevich trying to get through on the exit there. Alfie Prince. No, Prince is already through. Who are they batting with? It's Matthew Bolton. So Prince through on Bolton, then up to third place. Siepcevich gets through there at the horseshoe. Bolton had a fantastic start to this race, but on lap number 2 here, or lap number 3 I should say, sorry, slipping back a couple of places down to P5 goes Matthew Bolton. Jack Finch has just taken the fastest lap of the race in second place. He's bringing the heat to Fraser Brunton, just over 6.5 tenths behind here as we head through lap number 4, and Bolton loses another place, this time to Josh Adams.
Yeah, Josh Adams gains a position but will lose some on paper as he just received an ABC takeout penalty that will drop him down the order at the conclusion of proceedings here. But Jack Finch, if you say, on that charge at the moment, although it looks to be Alfie Prince finds a way past according to our timing system. Let's look then as we head towards the end of the lap.
Indeed, yeah, heading through to the end of another lap. Then Seb Marlowe's in the pits after that lap 1 excursion to the barriers. He's called it a day. Pulled into the pits, whether it was an issue or just a bit of hurt pride there on lap number 1. He's called it a day here in the super final. Then 2 tenths gained on the last lap by Jack Finch. 41.6 for Brunton, 41.3 for Finch. So just over 4 tenths now as they head down into the hairpin once again. The number 3 definitely closing in. Key point, new fastest lap for Alfie Prince. He's putting himself within touching distance of these top 2, and with over 6.5 minutes left to go, if they start to battle, we could see more drivers joining the fray.
We will indeed, of course. They will slow each other down, Will Brunton and Finch, allowing Prince with still a bit of clean air to play with. 2 close-up runs a little bit wide there as we head back onto the start-finish straight. Both drivers fighting for P1 here, building that pressure upon each other, pretty much attached as we head into that first corner. That is effectively an 8-wheeled cart at this point. They are that close. We run through the S's now. Alfie Prince is not too far behind at all. Had a purple sector on last time around. Let's see what he can do as he tries to close up now. The top 3 covered by 1 second. Axel Siepcevich and Josh Adams pretty close to each other as well. What a finish this is shaping up to be so far. As down the inside goes Jack Finch there. Fraser Brunton loses the position, but what can he do as we fight our way back towards the top end of the circuit? I don't think this battle is going to be quite over just yet, as there goes Fraser Brunton onto the start-finish straight, taking back the position up the inside. It's a brave move, but if he can make it work, it reaps many benefits there as we head into that first corner. And look who's on the scene now. It's Alfie Prince bringing with him Axel Slijepcevic as well. This 3-car battle for the lead, which was previously a 2-car battle for the lead, is now a 4-car battle for the lead.
Indeed, yeah, it was 1 second between Prince and the leader only a few moments ago. Now less than half a second between Brunton and Prince with the dicing over the last couple of laps. I thought maybe they'd work together here for a few laps to try and press on, make a bit of a gap and then continue, but no, Finch went for it. First possible opportunity, and Brunton immediately back down the inside. Now I know if Fraser felt he had good pace in that car, he would push Finch to the end and try and battle. I think Fraser thinks there's not pace in this car, I'm going to just try and stay at the front, back the rest of the drivers into each other and make them battle. He's a very smart heads-up driver, his friends of Fraser Brunton. He's going to do his best to stay in the lead of this race as he continues to through the S's, but as you mentioned, Slijepcevic is closing in.
Yeah, absolutely. See, looking over the shoulder there for Brunton as Prince has a look down the outside, thinks better of it though. Nice run there for Finch, and it's going to be compromised for Fraser Brunton as through goes Prince, potentially no, backs out of it, and instead, no, he doesn't. He has the inside for the hairpin now. It's all changed at the top end of the running in all of this action. Fraser Brunton still leads. The question is for how long, because he's got some very competitive drivers close up behind him now.
This is going to be the biggest test for Fraser Brunton here in the Superfinal, trying to hang around the outside. It's going to become the inside. Not quite able to get it, though, is Jack Finch. Forced back to the outside. There goes Slijepcevic, trying to hang it round. Up the inside there is the number 5. Nearly making contact there with Jack Finch as Alfie Prince tries to get involved as well. But Brunton doing a stellar job here. No! Bit of contact between the 3 and the 1. Forced wide there, does Fraser Brunton. I assume that's going to be a penalty for Jack Finch, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, a bit of front to rear contact between the 3 and the 1 sends Fraser down to 4th place.
Yeah, substantial lock up there. He did very well to keep hold of the kart at the end of that there. It does continue on, as we say, but not where he wants to be. That is now P3. Sorry, that's kart 3. Jack Finch now leading this race ahead of Prince, who works his way back up into 2nd, gets ahead of Slijepcevic there. Now on the defence is Prince. Slijepcevic has the inside on the exit of that first corner, has the inside for the S's and gets that move done. Nice move as we head down towards the hairpin now. Heavy braking zone coming up next. It cost Brunton last time out, and he remains in the current position. Josh Adams, Matthew Bolton now on the scene as well.
Exactly, as the top 4 have been scrapping away over the last minute or two, they've closed back in very nicely. Bolton was in 2nd place earlier on in this race, got shuffled backwards to the back of this train, but now rejoins the party along with Josh Adams then as we head on to another lap. Jack Finch is pressing on ahead. He's trying to find a bit of time here and make a bit of a gap between himself and Slijepcevic in 2nd place. So it's Finch from Slijepcevic, from Prince, Brunton, Adams and Bolton, then your top 6 with just over 2.5 minutes left to go.
Back on to the back straight for our race leaders, and here is Jack Finch. Slijepcevic running in 2nd, Prince 3rd, Brunton 4th. A change in the order. That's what it was just a couple of laps ago. As you say, not long left in this race at all. We have a bump and pass for Adam Nather there, but most importantly, no penalties elsewhere for our top runners here. There's going to be no change in the order based on what the stewards decide, so it's going to have to be done on track between these 4. Fraser Brunton must be feeling pretty aggrieved after this one.
Yeah, it's been close but considered racing from our top drivers down the inside. Late on the brakes and contact. Round goes the 5 of Alfie Prince. Prince is out of the battle here for the top 3, and Brunton's trying to force his way through there on Slijepcevic. Slijepcevic is going to go wide. Has he gone properly wide there? Who comes out ahead? Just Slijepcevic down the inside goes Brunton. What a late move from Fraser Brunton. He's into 2nd place, but you know who's celebrating most? It's Jack Finch. It was half a second between the 2 drivers at the front of the order at the start of this race. What's it going to be now? A 2nd, 2, 3?
Jesus, there we see Brunton capitalising his opportunity. They both receive contact warnings there, and most importantly for Fraser Brunton, a cone penalty in this race. That is going to make sure that he cannot win no matter what. A very elbows-out battle going on here as we see Slijepcevic having a look down the inside with the pressure of Josh Adams and Bolton behind as well. As you say, Jack Finch resting a little bit easy now. 2.5 seconds he leads this race by, just over 60 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, seems like my last guess was the correct one. Nearly 3 seconds the lead now. It went up by nearly 2.5 seconds on that last lap alone. Unbelievable stuff. What brilliant battling between the top end of the order. Like you say, I feel like Fraser Brunton might be a bit aggrieved by that. The fact that Jack Finch is in the lead of this race now after what was quite clearly a little bump down into the hairpin. But anyway, Brunton did get that cone penalty. We saw it. We saw Brunton hit the cone there when he went for the re-overtake down the inside at the hairpin. So that is fair enough. That's understandable. I feel feel like the most aggrieved here is probably Axel Slijepcevic, to be honest, sitting in third place at the moment there. He's still got drivers right up behind him, though. There's the 2 of Adams, the 15 of Bolton, and all this battling has brought more drivers back involved. Sam Heathcote being one of those on the number 23. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Sam the driver that came through from the B final to the A final, now to the Super Final, and he's in the top 6?
Yeah, mighty drive for Sam Heathcote. We know he has some immense pace there. I do also want to say sorry to Alfie Prince there. Bit of commentator's curse, I suspect, running into that first corner. But here we go. It's Fraser Brunton under pressure from Slijepcevic as we start the next lap. And this is, in fact, the last lap of the race. Our race leader, Jack Finch, now heading through the S's, but we're looking further back to Fraser Brunton back in second after all of that battling. And there we have a brief look at Jack Finch.
Indeed, yeah, what a race from Jack Finch. He's had unbelievable pace. I mean, you can't deny he's had the fastest lap so far in this one, a 41.1. Incredibly impressive stuff. We continue to watch this battle in and amongst the top 3, though. Still Brunton ahead of Slijepcevic, Adams, Bolton and Heathcote, who will be in front as they head through the final couple of corners, though. It's not going to matter, though, because they'll have to settle for second place. Here's Jack Finch. Jack Finch is going to win the Super Final here for the 2025 British Universities Karting Championship Super Final. Unbelievable race from Jack Finch. Fraser Brunton holds on ahead of Axel Slijepcevic there to complete the top 3, with Josh Adams, Sam Heathcote, Matthew Bolton, and then Joel Evans getting involved in that top 7 squabble at the end there, but not quite able to steal away that win.